Hello Internet, welcome back to Tromsø Twilight, the channel where I, Vincent, talk to you, the Abyss, about books, movies, music I enjoy, find interesting, or a combination of the two. Back in 2010, the movie Winter's Bone was released. It starred a then unknown Jennifer Lawrence. It was written by Debra Granik, who later went on to make Leave No Trace, which is also an excellent film. I remember seeing the movie in theatres when it came out, and I remember being totally blown away when I saw it, both by the cinematography, by the writing, and by Jennifer Lawrence's performance. But I haven't seen it again since, so 15 years have gone by until I saw it again last week. And I wanted to jump on here and talk about my impression of the film, my thoughts about it, why I think it stands up as such a strong piece of cinema after over a decade. So I won't be giving any spoilers, but I need to give the general plot outline for anybody who has never seen the film. It's set in the Ozark Mountains in Missouri, which is a place that I know basically nothing about, but it seems to be like a very harsh rural environment, very cold in the winter, and quite impoverished. And the main character, Ree, played by Jennifer Lawrence, is the 15-year-old daughter of a guy who cooks methamphetamine who has gone missing after he was released on bail. He put up the area of land that the family live on for his bail bond. So if he doesn't turn up, they're all going to become homeless. And when I say they all, I mean Ree, the central character, 15-year-old girl, her two younger siblings who she takes care of, and her mother, who seems to be electively mute, seems to have serious mental health issues, is almost catatonic. Now, the people of the surrounding area all seem to be more or less related to her family, the Dollys, but only kind of maybe they're second cousins or they're at some remove. The only close family she has locally is a guy called Teardrop, who is her father's older brother, and this guy is kind of unpredictable, violent, methamphetamine addict who is played by, what's the guy's name? John Hawkes. Now, when I first saw Winter's Bone and I saw John Hawkes' performance as Teardrop, I thought they must have just gone to the mountains, found a guy, some complete psycho, and just cast him in the film. And I was just impressed that a guy like that was able to perform in a film. Obviously, that's not the case. John Hawkes is a professional actor, but his performance was so riveting and terrifying the first time that I saw it, and the way that he walked and everything. I just did not think that it could be a piece of acting. And, you know, if you contrast this to, everybody talks about Sean Penn in One Battle After Another, which is a great film, and Sean Penn's performance is great. But I can see an actor playing that military character when I see Sean Penn doing that walk and everything, very iconic, but some kind of caricature. Whereas Teardrop is like the Ozark Mountain version of terrifying people I knew growing up. Just amazing. And there's a scene later in the film that I won't give much context for because I don't want to ruin it, but there's a scene where he arrives at a place and everybody kind of is like, oh my god, he's coming. And that's the sort of feeling that you have through the film when he's around. But because Ree's lost her father and Teardrop has lost his brother, they form like a certain type of relationship throughout the film. Now, the structure of the film is kind of like a mystery movie or a whodunit, almost like a crime fiction, because this disappearance has occurred before the film begins, and Ree is kind of forced to try to find out where her father is or what happened to him, because the stakes are so high that she has no other choice. And like a lot of crime fiction, this film takes the opportunity of this basic premise to show you a character kind of going on a journey, being tested by extreme circumstances. And the character that comes through in this film of this 15-year-old girl who just has to survive. She has no choice, and she has a certain kind of grit that comes maybe from her family, from her upbringing, from her situation, and from having to be a kind of proxy mother for her siblings from she was very young. So she just kind of has to master this situation. And Jennifer Lawrence also, like John Hawkes, puts in a performance that's so nuanced and convincing and in no way caricatured. So you really believe in Ree Dolly. There are also some amazing supporting performances in this film from Dale Dickey and from Cheryl Lee, from Twin Peaks, Laura Palmer, who turns up as Ree's father's kind of mistress. She's in one scene, but she is very, very memorable. There's great music in the film. It looks incredible. But one of the things that really struck me when I saw it again is how it's written in such a way that no scene, no moment, no action by any character is superfluous. Everything has meaning and serves the general development of the film. It's so taut and beautifully structured. It's kind of like operatic in this small, unassuming fashion with these huge characters but played kind of subtly. And something really fascinating about this environment of the Ozark Mountains where everybody's like in a gang that is also a family that's connected to another gang who are also a family, and there are just rules about everything. Like there's so much I don't want to say the word etiquette, and I'm really struggling to come up with the right word, but there are just so many kind of guiding principles for how you behave within the hierarchy. And Ree, as a woman, is forced to kind of break these because she has no man to work on her behalf. And you sort of see the other people in the film kind of grudgingly from trying to prevent her from breaking out and breaking role, to grudgingly respecting the way in which she's able to stand up for herself or plead her own case. So I don't have much more to say about it. I've got the book actually by Daniel Woodrow. I've never read it, but maybe I will. And I wondered if you've read the book or if you've seen the movie, what you think about it. It's kind of like a sort of quiet classic, I think. Really stands up to second viewing, and if you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend it. And if you have, I'd love to hear from you what you thought about it. I think that's it from me for now. Thanks for letting me talk about this film for a little while, and hopefully see you again soon.